Most parents and coaches don't realize this, but we're making our students nervous about making mistakes. We're making them have a fear of making mistakes. And this is especially important for this week as the students start to jump in back to school mode. We want them to be okay with making mistakes and able to identify when those mistakes are made. So it's just about creating the right environment, and we'll get into that a little bit more. So just a quick reminder too, this week as the kids get back to school, we're giving them the papers in class. Has two thumbs like this, and it says this kid is ready to learn. And we're doing that ticket contest. So if the students hold up the sign and take a picture and you guys post it on your social media, the kids will get 20 tickets right away for our drawing. So that'll be super fun. But what I want to go into is what it looks like when the kids are, how you can tell if the kids are nervous about making mistakes. So what it looks like when they're nervous about making mistakes is they don't want to raise their hand in class. They are always looking for approval. They're always looking to the teacher, always looking for mom and dad, asking like this, is it like this? Is this how I should be doing it? And then the big one is definitely, like I said, not raising their hand. Or the other one is if they do make a mistake, they're like, oh no, they make a huge deal. They're super sad. The parents and the coaches, we cause this by making a big deal ourselves when they make a mistake, or not allowing them to make a mistake and stopping them before they make a simple mistake that wouldn't really make a huge difference, like forgetting their belt to class. It's like, oh, go back in, or did you remember your belt, before you even give them a chance to make that mistake. So giving them the space to allow them to make the mistake, that's gonna help them be okay with making a mistake or identifying how they can better it. Yeah, it's just all about our tone. If our tone as well is like just nailing them for making a simple mistake, then that creates that fear for making mistakes in the students. So a better approach is going to be allowing them a little bit of space to make that mistake, and when they do, hitting them with a more neutral tone and saying, hey, I noticed that this happened, what did you notice about that? And then they can kind of decide on their own why it was a mistake or how they could have been better in the future. So just giving them that little bit of space and giving them, still being direct about what behavior that didn't quite go right, but giving them a little bit more grace, a little bit more, and a little bit more space to make those mistakes. So it still takes really being observant and highlighting when they correct those things, but they're kids and we're humans, and that's what we have to remind them as well. It's part of the better approach, is that we have to be able to remind them, like, hey, we're humans. Everybody makes a mistake, even me, and all we can do is try and learn from those mistakes. If we keep making the same mistake over and over again, then that's a problem. But if we can identify it and we make a mistake and we get better from it, then it actually can be a good thing. So that'll allow the students, because we want them as they go back into school, we want them to be the kid raising their hand. Whether they're right or wrong, we want them to be engaged and actively a part of that class environment. They're gonna get more out of it that way. So having them not be afraid of being wrong or making mistakes, that's gonna be key. And those are some ways that we can try and do that. So the bonus challenge for the week, as the students are going back into school and for us at work and wherever we are, I challenge you to reach out to 3 people that you wouldn't normally reach out to. Maybe they're a new friend, somebody you know but you haven't communicated with, or maybe it's just somebody you haven't talked to in a really long time. You don't have to make plans and go get a cup of coffee or go do a play date with that kid, but just make those little connections, right? And it's the same way that we fear making mistakes. Sometimes we fear like rejection or social interactions, right? So just going beyond the phone or, off this and being able to say, hey man, how's it going? It's been a long time, just wanted to check in. That goes a really long way. And you might do something for somebody that you don't even realize that you're doing. So that's my challenge for the week. I look forward to hearing all the kids' awesome back to school stuff.